I need to make, I need to use my hands, I need to feel that I can respond with my body, that the work has to be experiential. For me, knowing partly resides in the actual making, because through the making, I have the real time of negotiating and making decisions and making mistakes, which I can learn from as well. So the making is really, really important. I like being put out of place because that allows me to find resourcefulness within myself. I feel because I'm in the Atlantic, I'm by the ocean, that I needed to participate with water in the making of the work. Water is political, and it hits back as well. If we poison it, we get poisoned. Coming to NSCAD, I have 2 weeks to research, to reflect, to do, and to come up with a print. I just began by drawing because that will lead me to something else. And through drawing, I also have the time to think about things. It's a meditative space. Drawing for me is about expanding into the world. Drawing has this possibility as opposed to limitations. Until I do it, I actually don't know its potential. It's through testing it out that its potential are seen. I thought the most obvious thing I could do is actually to use ocean water and see how it would participate in realizing drawings. In this case, it's participating by leaving me. Ghosts are kind of traces of something, some energy, some entity, and here water has actually disappeared, evaporated, has gone elsewhere, leaving a residual. So you get these really beautiful marks, which I will use as a background for the lithograph. This is probably the most conservative notion of what my drawing is, but I also still like to put in processes. So as I draw, as the ink is still wet, I would use another sheet and I would monoprint, move the ink around. This is akin to an echo, but here is a visual echo. I'm working on the wolffish as the starting point for a sea creature. The name itself is already quite intriguing, and literally it just hides most of the time. I kind of related it to the Hunchback of Notre Dame, where this person is perceived to be evil and threatening. In fact, it's very vulnerable, and it is one of the more endangered species of fish in the North Atlantic Ocean. It began with this image, then this was kind of there. And I really wanted to suggest the veracity or competitiveness of creatures, but in this case it's always human that I'm thinking of. So they're kind of trying to eat each other. I like the conceptual origin, which is allowing the ocean water to participate. But when they evaporated, these crystals leave these layers of white, ghostly, translucent kind of film layers. I really like that ethereal quality. It feels like the ocean has left, but its ghostliness is still lingering.